We live on Instagram now. We are also live on The Book. We are also live on Facebook as y'all come in. I guess we gotta take a second so everybody can get in. I'll pin my comment while I wait. So as y'all come in, I need everyone to tell me their name and location as y'all come into the stream, and we're gonna get started in very short order. So as y'all come in, name and location, we're gonna get started real soon. Hope everybody's had a great week. Y'all are now live at Work on Your Game University. This is Dre all day. So as y'all come in, tell me your names and locations. We're gonna get started in just a moment. Tell me your names and locations as y'all come in. We're gonna get started in a minute. My name is Dre Baldwin. Hope everybody's had a great Friday. Sins Carlos, what's going on? Checking in on Facebook. Hope everybody's had a great Friday and a fantastic week. In Miami is 91 degrees right now. It's very warm in Miami, very humid, but this is the kind of weather that I like. I actually enjoy this weather, so shout out to the weather in Miami. Somebody tried to tell me that LA had better weather than Miami. I looked on the weather this morning. It was 46 degrees in LA. Y'all kidding me? But as y'all come in, tell me your name and location. We're gonna get into the conversation in very short order. No matter who's here, we get into the conversation in about 60 seconds. So tell me your name and location as y'all come in. My name is Dre Baldwin, checking in from Work on Your Game University. We're gonna get to a specific topic here today: why discipline matters more than passion. Why discipline is greater than passion. Anything that you're doing. Those of y'all over on Facebook, don't be shy. Tell me your name and location. Shout yourself out. I'll shout you out here. Make yourself known as y'all come into the stream. Let me see. Mark from Portugal with the first comment was good. We got Boston in the house. All right, we're getting started in 30 seconds. No matter what, we starting in 30 seconds. I'm just trying to give a few people some time to come in here, then we going right into it. Because as the saying goes, to be early is to be on time is to be late, and to be late is to be forgotten. Ray from Playa del Rey, what's going on? We got Detroit in the house. For those of y'all who know me, we got Daegu, been listening for 4 years, that's what's up. For those of y'all who don't know me, my name is Dre Baldwin, also known as Dre All Day, former 9-year professional basketball player, author of 25 books. Book number 26 is almost ready. It is at the printer right now. Book number 26 is at the printer right now. Working on an audio book today. Already did almost half of it. Other half will be done by this weekend. I'm a professional speaker, keynote speaker. I've done 4 TED Talks. I've published over 7,000 YouTube videos, 7,000 blog posts, 1,400 audio master classes that some of y'all will call a podcast. I've written this book here called Work on Your Game, which is all about the framework of taking a pro athlete mindset and teaching how you apply it in your business, your sport, and your life. If you don't have this book, make sure, do whatever you got to do to go get it. Audio, digital, physical. We got it at workonyourgamebook.com. Mattia from Croatia was good. Somebody said, Aline said, I'm halfway through Work on Your Game. It's the best motivational book you've ever read. That's great. It's also a business book. So get the motivation and get the business stuff so you can do it all. And what we're going to talk about here today, as y'all come in, we're going to talk about why discipline matters more than passion. Now, how does that even make sense, Dre? How is discipline more important than passion? I'm going to tell you how. It's because a lot of people come to me and they ask, Dre, you seem like you're passionate and excited and motivated and locked in on the things that you do, whether it's playing ball, writing books, doing these live streams, making videos, speaking, all the stuff that you do, and they will be right because I am locked in, I am on point with the stuff that I do. But they ask because they see that, they think that what drives my actions, they think what makes me do these lives every day or write these books or play ball or any of the other things that I'm doing, they think that what drives that is passion, that I'm passionate about doing live streams on Instagram or passionate about writing books or passionate about anything else that you might know about me. But the thing is this, and then because they think it's passion, this is what they do. They ask me, Dre, how do I find my passion? Not me, but how do the person who's asking me, how do I find my passion, Dre? How do I find what I really want to do in my life? How do I find what I'm really going to be about, where I should spend my time, what I should do with my life? And the reason why many people ask this, because especially in the Western world, we all get told, somebody's like, well, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know what my path is going to be. I don't know where I'm going to go. You get the advice, which is what? What's the 3-word advice you always get? Follow your passion. Follow your passion. Are you passionate about baking cakes? Start a bakery. You're passionate about books? Write a book. You're passionate about food? Be a dietitian or nutritionist. You're passionate about video? Make a YouTube channel. Whatever you're passionate about, just go do that thing. is a big problem with following your passion that we're going to get into as I get into this conversation here today. And I got a different piece of advice. I'm going to give it to you right up front. Here it is. Follow your discipline. Don't follow your passion. Follow your discipline. See, you can be passionate about I'm passionate about a lot of things that I don't do in any capacity business-wise. Like, I'm passionate about, water ice. I like Rita's Water Ice, coming straight from Philly, straight from Trevose, PA, outside of Philly. Shout out to Rita's. But I don't own a water ice business. I don't sell water ice. All I do is buy it and eat it. All right. Even though I'm passionate about it, that's all I do. All right. I'm passionate about, Philly cheesesteaks, but I'm not a cook. I don't own a Philly cheesesteak shop. There was actually used to be one here in Miami, but they shut down because I don't think nobody down here knows what Philly cheesesteak is, and they weren't buying it, so they wasn't doing no business. So I'm passionate about a lot of stuff that I don't do in any capacity business-wise, even though I'm passionate about it. But the things that I'm disciplined in, those are the things that you know me for. All right, everything that I'm disciplined about, you know me for. You ask somebody, someone was to ask you, who is Dre Baldwin? Whatever you use to describe me, the first thing that comes to mind, I'm disciplined about it. I'm disciplined about making sure when I write a book that the book gets done and I put the book out and I market and promote the book so you can go buy it. If I'm passionate about making sure that my podcast comes out every single day. I'm passionate about making sure the material is so on point that I don't even call it a podcast anymore. I call it an audio masterclass experience because it's not at the same level where people call podcasts is down here. What I do is up here. I'm passionate. I'm disciplined about that, right? Did I say passionate? I'm disciplined about it, which makes it seem like it's passion, but it's actually discipline. That's why I get it done every single day. I'm disciplined when it comes to getting these books done. I'm disciplined about playing ball, and that's how I became a professional at it. I was disciplined about being a professional speaker and running my business and getting better at what I do. And that's why I'm always getting better, because I'm disciplined about it, not because I'm passionate about it. Now, passion could be a byproduct of being disciplined about something, but passion is not what leads somebody to being great at what they do. Again, passion can be a byproduct. It can be part of what you do, but you could also become really good at something, really proficient, and do well. Whatever you consider that means, doing well off of something, just off of discipline. You don't have to be passionate about it at all. And there's a lot of people, if you think about it, there's probably some people listening to me right now. You do some things that you get a return on investment from, and you're not passionate about it at all, but you still show up and you get the job done all the time. Why? Because you're disciplined about it. So let's get into the point so y'all understand what I'm talking about here today. Y'all see the topic, why discipline is more valuable, why it's more important than passion. Point number one, let's get a definition of this word passion. All right, passion means strong and barely controllable emotion. Now, since your passion, because as it says, strong and barely controllable emotion. Any of you ever been around a person whose emotions were barely controllable, or they just lost control of their emotions? Have you ever lost control of your emotions? I'm sure you have. Now, since your passion may at times, by definition, get you out of control, that means your passion may take you places that you don't want your passion to take you. And when it starts to do that, you can't stop it because it's out of your control. Now, if you can stop it, that means it's under your control. But since passion can get out of control, you can't always control where that passion takes you. And here's the thing about discipline on the other side of it. On the contrast when it comes to discipline. Discipline is a set of habits that regulate themselves with or without your involvement. That's what discipline means. It means you have a set of habits. That means things that you do on a consistent basis so much that they become habitual. They become unconscious. You do them without even having to think about it. And you don't even have to be involved. See, the things that you're disciplined about, you do all the time, and you don't even have to know. You don't have to tell yourself. You don't have to write it down. You don't have to get an email reminder. Nobody has to text you. You don't have to put it on your calendar. It's just something that happens. Some of you who go to the gym on a regular basis, do you got to put it on your calendar that you're going to the gym? Do you got to remind yourself that you're going to the gym? Do you have to tell your significant other or any of your friends that you're going to be at the gym? No, everybody knows that you're going to be at the gym at 8 o'clock every Tuesday and every Thursday. Everybody knows. Everybody who knows you knows that. How do they know it? Because you're disciplined about it, because you do it all the time. It's not because you're passionate about it. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. But you get it done all the time because of the discipline. The discipline is what drives the habit. Passion does not drive habits. Passion drives emotion. And emotion can get out of control. Again, everyone who's listening to my voice right now, you have been around someone, seen someone, and probably experienced firsthand yourself a person who had lost control of their emotions, at least temporarily, and it might have taken you somewhere that you didn't want to go. You might have did something that you later on said you probably shouldn't have done, or said something that you should not have said. Why? Because passion is emotion that gets out of control sometimes. All right, you can't depend on your emotions for long-term success. Now, any of you ever tried it, you probably notice very quickly that it doesn't work. because passion or energy, any kind of emotional energy, will burn really hot for a really short period of time, then it goes out. And then what you gonna do? What are you gonna do the next day when that emotion is no longer there? What are you gonna do the next day when that same energy that you had the day before, when you made the commitment, you don't have that energy anymore? Are you still gonna show up and do what you said you were gonna do? Most people, if they're driven by passion, the answer is no, they're not gonna do it. But as they say, commitment is showing up and doing what you said you would do with the same energy that you had, or even when the energy that you had when you committed to it is no longer there. So I could be passionate and say, you know what, I'm not going to get cut from this basketball team again. I'm going to try it again next year and I'm going to make the team. Now, I was really passionate about it at the moment that I made that commitment, but 3 months later, that energy has passed. I got other things happening in my life. I got other things on my mind, but am I still going to show up and keep working on my game? Maybe. If I was only driven by passion, I'm not. But if I was driven by discipline, then I'm going to keep showing up. So the difference between passion and discipline is passion is, even though it seems like something you can control, or once you find it, you think your whole life is just going to blow up and everything's going to be great. Passion can often be uncontrollable, and you can't bottle up passion. Like, you can't make yourself be passionate every day at 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, I heard this person who was it was a saying that's been around for a while. This person was an author, right? And they wrote all these books and they were always writing and publishing stuff. And somebody was really impressed by the fact that they wrote so much. And this person who was impressed, they wanted to be a writer as well. But their problem was they couldn't bring themselves to write on a consistent basis. So when they finally met this guy who was this really prolific publisher, this really prolific writer, they said to him, look, man, you seem to be so passionate and so disciplined and so on point with your writing. And I want to be just like you. But my problem is, I can't seem to get that spark to write. You know, I don't get that motivation to write on a daily basis. You say you write every day, but I can't get myself motivated to write every day. How do you do it? And the guy said, well, look, I understand what you're saying. I appreciate the compliment. And I want to tell you, I'm going to admit to you, I only write when I'm motivated. I only write when I'm motivated. Even though my writing is so prolific, the only time I write is when I get excited and motivated about it. And here's the thing. I get motivated to write every single day from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, what he was saying was, it was a tongue-in-cheek type of thing. What he's saying is, my discipline is what moves me to do that thing every single day. It's not because I'm motivated or excited or passionate. It's because I made the commitment. When you're committed to something, that's when discipline has to follow up. You cannot follow through on a commitment with passion, all right? Because you can't depend on passion. Passion will come and go. And again, any of you ever been around a passionate person, or you ever dated somebody who was very passionate? All right, that, again, it could be a big ball of fire 1 minute and a ball of ice the next minute. You never know what you're going to get. All right, some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Point number 2, discipline is predictable. The reason why discipline matters more than passion is because passion, as I already told you, can be very unpredictable. And all of you know, you live life, you know what I'm talking about. Discipline is predictable. Discipline is showing up every single day to do the work. Any of you listen to my podcast / audio masterclass experience, or any of you have read this book, The Mirror of Motivation, or you read this book right here, Work on Your Game. When I talk about discipline, what am I telling you? It's the energy that brings you to show up every single day to do your job, even when the excitement that initially led you to taking that job, you don't have that excitement anymore. You don't have that energy anymore, but you're still showing up doing your job. That's what discipline is. Passion, you can't depend on passion to bring you to the job every single day. Because one day you might be sick. One day you might have not got any sleep the night before because your kid was up sick, or you were arguing with your significant other, or you had a whole bunch of stuff on your mind, or it was some kind of disturbance in the neighborhood and you couldn't sleep. One day it might be really hot outside and you don't feel like working. One day it might be really cold outside and you don't feel like showing up. One day something might have happened in the news, something might happen that has nothing to do with your job, and you just don't feel like going to work. Are you still going to show up if all you were driven by was passion? Probably not. And this is why people who are passionate, again, they burn really hot for a short period of time, then they flame out and it's over. But discipline, that's the person who shows up every single day and does the job. That's the person who builds a legacy. They build a career. They build a reputation for doing the thing that they do. Why? Because they do it over and over and over again. Not necessarily because they're that great at it. And this is a secret right here that I want to let y'all know, that you don't have to be amazing and fantastic at what you do, or super talented at what you do, to build a reputation for, or even to generate a return on investment from it, meaning making money, getting attention, fans, love, whatever it is you're after in life. You don't need that to get that return on investment. What you need is to be super disciplined, meaning just keep showing up over and over and over again. I believe it was Woody Allen who said he found the secret to success is to just turn up. And by turn up, I don't mean get hyped like in rap music. I mean turn up meaning show up is what he meant. Just show up every single day. Show up, do your job. Show up every time, even when you don't feel like it. Show up when everybody else is not showing up. Just keep showing up. Even if you're not the most talented, you're not the most skilled, you might be the lowest on the totem pole. The one thing you can control, one thing you can be the best at anything you do is showing up every day, even when everybody else doesn't show up. That's the one thing you can become the best at is showing up. You can have no talent, no skills, no knowledge, no resume, no nothing. You just show up every single day. You can beat everybody at that. Discipline is predictable. Everybody understand that? Any of you, who's the most reliable person any of you know? Everybody here who's listening to me, think of the most reliable person you know. If you're on Facebook, you can tag them. I don't care when you watch it, watching this on replay, whatever. Tag that person and let them know that that's why you tagging them. Because I asked them, who's the most disciplined person you know? And I guarantee you that person, or not this most consistent person you know, they're going to be the most disciplined person. I said that backwards, but y'all get the point. The most consistent person who shows up all the time, always gets the job done, the most reliable individual, the person who, you know, if you needed something, you could call on them and you know they would answer the phone, you know they would come through for you, you know they would do what you needed done. That person is driven by discipline. They're not driven by their passion. Point number 3. Actually, one more thing on point number 2. The things that we can predict, because I told you discipline is predictable. The things that we can predict, we pay for. You know how any of y'all who's watching this from home right now, you probably connected to a Wi-Fi connection at your house. How much you pay a month for that internet, for that Wi-Fi? Now, whatever you're paying something, right? And why do you pay for it? Because it connects you to the internet, right? But you pay for it because you expect it to always work. Anytime you come in the house or somebody else comes to your house, you give them the login, they can get on the internet and they can browse and scroll through their feeds and check their email, watch YouTube videos or stream, play video games, whatever they want to do. It's consistent. That's the reason you pay for it. You pay for things because you know what you're going to get. Anything that you consistently pay for, you know you're going to consistently get something. That's why you pay for it. Now, something that's unpredictable, you don't know exactly what you're going to get. You going to pay for that? Probably not. Now, if I told you, all right, you could give me $30 and it's a 50-50 chance that I might bring you a meal for 2 people in an hour from now, or I might not bring it and you just lose your $50. Are you going to give me the $50? Probably not. Or $30. Would you give me that money? Probably not, because it's unpredictable. You don't know what you're going to get. But if I told you, all right, it's guaranteed that you're going to get your food within 30 minutes or it's free, are you willing to pay for it? Of course you will. Because if you don't get your food, then you won't get your money back. As long as you believe that I'm going to give you your money back. What we can predict, we pay for. What we cannot predict, what is unpredictable, we do not rely on, and we can't bet on it because we have no idea, what we're going to get. Point number 3. This is something that I've talked about a long time ago, but I want to make sure I'm saying it now for everybody. Emotions. When we're talking about passion, which is an emotion, emotionally driven energy, emotions are great gas pedals, but they are terrible steering wheels. And that's a metaphor. I want y'all to understand that it's great to be driven by emotion after you've decided which direction that you're going. See, if you decide that I'm going to put everything I got into becoming the best school teacher in the history of the world, I'm going to become a great YouTuber, I'm going to write 3 books in the next 5 years. If you decide that that's what you're going to do, you logically decide that that makes sense, it's based on your skill set, you have the resources and the time and the energy and the skills to make that happen, you've logically made that decision, that's when you put the emotions in gear and use your gas pedal to push you forward. But see, what you want to do is use your thinking, your logic, your conscious thought to steer your direction, to decide which direction you want to go. Then you use your passion, then you use your energy to push you in that direction. What you don't want to do, and this is what a lot of people do that messes them up big time in life, is they use their passion, their emotion to decide which direction to go, and then they push forward. They use the emotion for the gas pedal as well. Now again, everyone who's listening to me has seen or heard or watched, or maybe you've been a person who allowed your emotions to direct what you did, to direct your focus, to direct your energy, and you ended up doing something that you probably came to regret, or something that you probably say, you know what, I probably should not have done that, or something that ended up costing you something in the long run because you allowed your passion to direct which way you went. That's a mistake. Now, I'm not telling you to bottle up and just cancel your passion. What I'm telling you is you got to learn to control it. You use your discipline to decide which direction you're going to go. Your discipline can say, all right, this person's talking crazy to me, but instead of getting in a fight, which could get me in trouble, could get me beat up, could get me arrested if something happens, how about I use my logic to go in the other direction and leave this person alone, walk away from this negative energy, and then I can channel my energy in other ways to take care of this person. But if you let your passion control you, you might decide to hit that person in the face, knock that person out cold, and now somebody's calling the cops. Now you gotta get arrested because you allowed your passion to control your energy. So you gotta be careful about allowing your passion to tell you which direction to go. Use your passion as a gas pedal, never, ever, ever as a steering wheel. Point number 4. I want y'all to understand everything I'm talking about here. This is the last point. This is not about being anti-passion. I'm not telling you that passion does not matter, because it does matter. I'm not telling you that having emotions is a bad thing. Having emotions is human. You can't not have emotions. Anybody who doesn't have emotions is dead. Everybody who's alive who can hear my voice right now, you understand the words coming out of my mouth? You have emotion. You have some form of passion somewhere in your life. So I'm not anti-passion. What I'm explaining to you is that you can't allow your emotions to direct you. You have to learn to direct your emotions. Don't let your emotions tell you what to do. You tell them what to do. As I heard someone say once, you tell your feelings how to feel. That's the challenge of your mental toughness. Once you've chosen the direction, then you bring passion into the equation as directed by your logical thinking. So you got to be smarter than your emotions. Your emotions get smarter than you, that's when you get in trouble. So now I'm gonna recap these points, and if someone has a question on this subject, what I talked about here today, you can go ahead and post it in the comment section. I'm gonna take questions. For those who came in the middle of this, my name is Dre Baldwin. Some people know me as Dre all day. I created this whole framework called Work on Your Game. It's about taking a pro athlete mindset and applying that mindset to your business, your sport, and your life. I wrote about it in this book right here called Work on Your Game. And I'm gonna tell you about these books that you see sitting in front of me in a moment. I'm also a former 9-year pro basketball player, author of 25 books. These are just 3 of them. I've done 4 TED Talks. I'm a keynote speaker, coach, consultant, and creator of 7,000 YouTube videos, 6,000 articles, 1,400 audio masterclasses that some of y'all may know as a podcast. But I'm gonna go through the comments to see if we got any questions. I will address the questions, and then I'm gonna tell you about these books in a minute. Actually, let me tell you about these books, then I'll address the questions. These are both free books. These 2 books that I got in my hands are free. All you got to do is take care of the shipping, and I will ship these to you worldwide. I don't care where you live. I will ship these books anywhere on the planet. As long as you got an address, I'll ship it to you. This right here is called The Mirror of Motivation. It's a self-guide to self-discipline. I wrote this book so you can find that passion within you, like that spark, like that passion within you, and then control it with your logical thinking. I'm going to give you both in this book so that you can start being who you need to be, so you can do what you need to do and have the life that you actually want to live. That's the Mirror of Motivation. Go to mirrorofmotivation.com. I will ship you this book free anywhere you live in the world. This book right here is called The Overseas Basketball Blueprint. I'm a former Division III college walk-on, played 9 years professional basketball internationally. This book was written to give you a guide on how to start your professional basketball career anywhere in the world, no matter your background. You could have came from no college, a small college, JUCO, NAIA, D3, whatever. Overseas Basketball Blueprint will tell you everything you need to know. 237 pages to start your pro basketball career right now. Get this at balloverseas.com. Both of these books, again, are free. I've already paid for the book. You take care of the shipping. I will ship this book to you anywhere on the planet. If you have an address, I don't care if it's a P.O. box. It could be at your school. You can ship it to your mom's house. You go get it from there, whatever. I will ship you this book. Mirrormotivation.com, balloverseas.com. Now, I'm going to get to the questions, comments, concerns, anything that we got going on in the comment section that I may need to address. So shout out to everybody who's been paying attention. Hopefully y'all been taking notes on this. Nehemiah said, I've known about you for 2 years. Your persistence is great from your book. It rubbed off on me. Just wanted to say thanks. Well, you're welcome. I appreciate that. I'm going to screenshot that. I'm going to use it as a testimonial for one of these books. So I appreciate that, Nehemiah. I'm glad I've been a positive influence, and I'm glad that you're taking what you heard here and doing something for yourself in your life. Herm said is about balance. Well, yeah, man, we can say that about anything, definitely. The fourth point was I'm not anti-passion. You just got to learn to control your passion. All right, so if anybody got a question was, can I get a seller's mindset and Mirror Motivation trying to make a deal? I already made you a deal. The deal is this book is free by going to mirrormotivation.com. You want the seller's mindset. You can't ask for a book about sales for free. That don't make no sense. Why would I be writing a book about sales if I can't even sell it? DGD says, does work on your game take care of your Miami crib? I don't understand what the question is. And what does that have to do with the topic? Either way, even if I didn't understand the question, what are you talking about? All right, so everybody, I'm gonna tell y'all one more time, work on your game. This is the framework. This is where I take everything that I talk about and I'll put it under one umbrella, using the pro athlete mindset to dominate your game in business, sports, and life. You can get this at workonyourgamebook.com, along with 5 bonuses that are exclusive to getting this book from workonyourgamebook.com. balloverseas.com for anybody who wants to play overseas. That's balloverseas.com. Get this book free, shipped worldwide. mirrormotivation.com for anyone who wants to light that spark within you so you can be who you want to be, do what you want to do, and live how you want to live. All right, everybody, I will be doing another live stream tomorrow. Y'all know that at Work on Your Game you can get access to my daily masterclass. Your first 2 weeks are free on me. That is a membership. The first 2 weeks are free, so you can keep it if you want, cancel it if you want, but I guarantee you probably gonna want to keep it. You already got the access to these free books that I already told you about, tell you about every day. And what else can I say? I'm giving you these live streams here, so if you got any questions whether I can deliver value or not, I just answered it. So wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds. Stay at least 6 feet away from everybody. Don't touch your eyes, nose, and mouth. If you got to sneeze into a cloth and throw it in the trash, or sneeze into your elbow and then wash it after that, and work on your game. Have a great weekend. We'll be back tomorrow. We out. Dre all day.